All right. We are live. What is good, everybody? Let me get the speech chat turned on here.
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
All right. And we are live. Today is BMW Day, as the title suggests, because so I was going to pick my son up, and whenever I pick him up, whenever I drop him off, I always pass through this outlet mall that opened a couple of years ago. So it's still a pretty new area. And on the weekends, when I drive past that outlet mall, there's a lot of traffic around there. I said one of these days I'm going to get around to seeing what's in that outlet mall. And today I finally did it. So my son and I was like, let's go do some window shopping. And we go into that outlet mall, and there is a lot of stores in there. And you know, I already knew there was a Nike store there, but I didn't know there was like a Under Armour store there. And there was a Puma store there. And honestly speaking, you know, when I was a kid, Puma was kind of like at the third or fourth, you know, from the top. You know, Nike was always the top. Then for a while it was Adidas, then they switched, then it was like Reebok, then Adidas, and then like Puma. You know, they were kind of all like fourth down. But I think when it comes to automotive apparel, I think Puma probably makes the best looking apparel out there. So anyway, we go into this outlet mall, and because I have Puma apparel, you know, so I got these pair of Puma shoes that I bought a couple of years ago. Got these white ones, and then these black ones I got here. These black ones, I beat these ones up because I wear them every day now. But I go into this Puma store. I said, you know what? Let me go in there and see if they have motorsports apparel, because I thought something like that.
Frank 11 said, "Pro Wings man."
Yeah,
tears of joy.
Definitely. So, I say, let's go into this Puma store, because I'm thinking to myself, you know, I expected to see the running shoes and, you know, all kinds of other apparel, but I was curious if they had motorsports apparel, and they did. When I got in there, the first thing I saw were the Puma Speed Cats. Now, on the Puma website, there's two versions of the Speed Cat. There's the Speed Cat, and then there's the Sparkle version of the Speed Cats, which I think those were like $20 more or something like that. I can't really remember, but I do know that the Sparkle version of the Speed Cats are a little bit more, and the Speed Cats are some really slick looking racing shoes. And so I saw those were $100, and I go into the store and everything was up to 50% off, like everything except shoes. So the first thing I see is the BMW section, which is, I'm wearing this shirt right here. So let me get a little bit closer so you guys can see it.
At Crank 11 said, "The poor kids shoe, not gonna lie, I wore them."
Yeah, I mean, that was then, but honestly, everybody and their mother wears Nike. So if I was to go into a store, if I needed a pair of shoes, I would go into the Puma store just because everybody wears Nikes. And then on top of that, I think the Puma motorsports shoes, all of them are pretty slick. So I go into that store, I see this BMW shirt. Oh my God. This damn camera All right, folks. Looks like we got a little bit of a problem. So my camera just froze on me. Oh my God. So you guys got to give me a second. My camera froze on me. Oh God. I hate Microsoft. These goddamn updates, like they just reset everything and mess everything up. All right, there we go. Oh shoot.
At Crank11 said, turn off auto update.
So my camera just froze on me. Yeah, oh, I know what the hell happened. I think I know what might have happened. I think when I put the computer on 4K and then switched it back to 1080p, that might have messed up some shit. In any case, it's all good now. So let me go back and get in front of the camera again. You guys already heard me say I went into the store. I saw the BMW apparel. I saw this shirt. I was like, I gotta have this.
11 said, sometimes they can send out an update that can muck up your system.
You got that right. So yeah, let me come get in front of the camera again here. So yeah, I absolutely love this BMW shirt. So that's the theme of today. So all the cars that I drive today are going to be BMW, regardless of what class it is, if it has a BMW in that class. So yeah, at the store, everything except the shoes was up to 50% off. And so I definitely wanted this BMW shirt because they had apparel for Porsche, Ferrari, BMW. You see Porsche, Ferrari, BMW, and Porsche. And out of the shirts, I thought the BMW shirt that I'm wearing right now was the best looking shirt. The Ferrari shirt that I got was the second best looking shirt. Now the Porsche shirt that I got, yeah, it's okay. But the only reason why I got it was because the young lady helping me out said that they were getting ready to phase out the Porsche stuff and was getting ready to get some McLaren stuff. So I decided to grab a Porsche shirt while I could. So let me show you guys those shirts. I'll start with the Porsche shirt. Oh, shoot. So this is the Porsche shirt that I picked up. See if I can hold that out. Nice shirt. And then I picked up this Ferrari shirt. Get that tag out the way and tuck that tag in. Doggone it. Tag keep getting in the way. There, that shit. Get it out the way. So yeah, there's the Ferrari shirt. So I know once upon a time, like this Ferrari shirt that I'm holding right here, once upon a time I went to the Puma website and I think this shirt was about $100. I go in there and it's $65 and then it was 40% off. So it ended up being like $40. Same thing with this BMW shirt. And then that Porsche shirt ended up being
Crank11 said, the Ferrari shirt's good. Hashtag 44 for life.
You know what? And then these red gloves that I got here, I'm going to wear these like next week. I'm planning to do the 2 hours of a Mola on Race Room. And I'm either going to go into that race with the Ferrari or the Porsche. Whichever one of those cars that I drive in that race, I will be wearing the shirt to represent the brand. So you guys see me use the Porsche all the time. So I'm probably going to use the Ferrari for that race. And then I'll wear these gloves to go with it. Well, hold on. Let me check something out. Yeah, the red in those gloves match up pretty good. Now, I don't have any more black and white gloves. I had this web design glove right here. The right glove is still good. But I think I might have threw the left one away because it had a hole in it. So that means tonight I'm going to wear these yellow and black gloves because this is the closest that I got to these BMW gloves. I mean, BMW shirt that I'm wearing. So if you would please be so kind to hit that thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. And let's dive on in and see what they got. No, I don't want to quit.
Crank11 said, do you know what the BMW logo is?
I don't know about the logo, but I know the BMW stands for Beamer Motorworks. So I think we'll go ahead and do this GTE Pro Cup at Kyalami. I did this race earlier today and I used, which car did I use? Damn, I can't remember which car I used. I mean, I know I won that race though. I think I used I used the Ford GT that race. So today, since today is BMW day, I'm going to use the BMW M8. And honestly speaking, I think out of the GTE class, this BMW M8 might sound the best. So we'll keep the standard livery. You know, you asked me about the BMW logo. You know, when I was young, my friends used to say that BMW stands for Black Man's Wish. Oh my God, that had stuck with me for the rest of pretty much my whole life after that. When I heard that joke. So as far as you know what, let me back out real quick because we still got like 6-7 minutes. Let me back out and see if the GT3, the GT500 EVO is still there. I think they took it out.
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, it's Bob Marley and the Wailers.
That's a good one. So earlier this week, they had the GT500 EVO series, and at the time I was in 10th place. At the time, oh, look at this. EJ's here. Oh, but he don't really care for the, he likes the retro stuff. So, oh, wait a minute. He only did one race and got 48 points. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Okay, let's go back and register. So earlier today, when Xbox One Kenobi did this race, there was
At Crank11 said, it's a propeller and blue sky they used to build German warplanes during WW2.
Yeah,
It's the same for Mercedes and a few other car manufacturers, including Japan.
yeah, I was aware of that. As far as BMW and other German car makers supplying parts during the war. But if the BMW logo was created from what's supposed to be simulating a propeller, you know, winding through the sky, I didn't that part I didn't know if that's what that logo means. Oh boy, looks like I'm the only one registered. So I'm gonna give it I'll wait until like the last 30 seconds because people start falling in like in the last 2 minutes. When we get down to like the last 30, 15 seconds, if nobody else registers for the race, or I'm looking for at least 5 people, take that back. If we don't get 5 people registered for the race, then I might back out and then just take whatever the next upcoming race is. So this particular class, GTEs, I've got 15 starts, 4 poles, and 2 wins. Oh shit, my camera froze up again. Damn it. Oh, I bet y'all know what it is. Let's bring this up here. Bring the group up here.
At Crank11 said, it is, Mercedes symbol is a 3-blade propeller. FYI, your cameras are frozen again.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I'm working on that. Camera. Camera. Let's see. Hold on, let's deactivate it. Didn't activate it. Oh boy. and I can't unplug it. So I might end up having to shut it off altogether. I said, I swear to God, I hate Microsoft. What I could end up doing is like closing this and then reopening it. Let me back out because nobody's going to be in this race. So, all right, folks, what's going to happen is the stream is going to black out for a second because I'm going to close it and then reopen it. Streams recording. All right. Let me go back. All right.
Lincoln Clay said, "We're back."
All right. So yeah, I think thanks a lot, Microsoft, for or OBS, whoever's responsible for ruining that stream. Let's get back to it. So yeah, we're good now. I think I will enlarge this a little bit. So yeah, I think I like that size right there. All right, let's get back to the racing, see what we got. GT3 Pro Cup. We already know GT3. Yeah, people are gonna come to that race, so we can definitely register for that. And here we go. All right. So, you know, folks, when it comes to the BMW M4, on the racetrack, I think it is one of the most average looking cars, one of the most everyday looking cars in racing. But
Crank 11 said, "I'm about to buy some Agic haptics for my Fanatec Vs."
Oh, nice. So as I was about to say about this BMW M4, when it comes to racing, it is a very average, everyday looking car. But because of the skirts on the bottom of the car and the huge wing, if I would have seen that car on the street, I would have been like, "Holy shit!" But hell, the Ferrari 296, the production version of that car. I do not like that car, but the GT3 version, the race car version of the 296, is a gorgeous car. I love that car. Same thing with the Corvette. I do not like the street version of the Corvette, but I love the racing car, the GT3 and the GTE. I love those two variants of the Corvette. What's another car? The Mustang. Now, the Mustang, I've seen like some Cobras, like some Mustang Cobras that look like they could jump right on the track. So other than the giant wing on the Mustang, the race car doesn't look all that different from some of the souped up versions that I've seen on the street, you know, Cobras with, you know, the fat wheels and shit. I don't think I've ever seen an Audi R8 on the street. So yeah, we got 5 minutes. One of the reasons why I don't use the BMW that much in sim racing is because of the car's popularity. I believe that ACC was the first racing game to get the M4, and they gave it away as a free car. When they got the M4 on ACC, everybody, and I mean everybody and their mother, was using this car. It was the meta car for God knows how long, because before the M4 came along on ACC, the Bentley was the meta car. And then yeah, the BMW was the meta car for quite a while, until the Honda NSX became the meta car, and then the McLaren became the meta car. And then you hop over to Le Mans Ultimate. They didn't give us all the GT3s at once. They gave us I think they gave us I know they gave us the Corvette. I don't know. They gave us the first 4 cars they gave us. The Mustang was the free car, if I'm not mistaken. I think they gave us the BMW and the Corvette. And I know that the BMW was like the meta car for quite a while. And then when they gave us the second batch of GT3s, the Mustang was the free car. No, actually, hold on. The McLaren and the Mustang were 2 of the free cars. What I don't remember is, I think that might have been it. So I think the BMW was part of the paid DLC. I don't think it was a free car, but I do remember when they got it, though, everybody was using the BMW. It's still a highly popular car right now on ACC. Now, when it comes to Automobile List 2, very mixed. But I do know that when iRacing got the M4, it was a pretty popular car on iRacing. It is still a really popular car now. So that brings me to GT7. If it were up to me, like if they do one more GT3 car on GT7 before we finally move on to GT8, If it were up to me, I would like to see them give us the Corvette Z06 or I think that would probably be it. But I think the smart move would be to give everybody the M4, because I really think the same thing would happen with GT7 if they gave us the an M4 on GT7. At least that week that they gave it to everybody, it would be the car that everybody would use, whether it would be the meta car or not. So, all right, we're up to 16 people. When it comes to the BMW on different racing games, I think I have to be, in my honest opinion, I think ACC, maybe AC Evo, has the best sounding BMW M4. Race Room has a pretty good sounding BMW as well. And the one here sounds pretty good too, but if you ask me which ones I think sound the best, it'd probably be the ACC and the AC Evo version of those cars. All right, and here we go. We are in the BMW M4, representing the brand today. Let's go.
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
Oh shoot, we gotta move. We gotta move Cole. So that's not good.
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
There we go.
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
Now we back in business. See how much one little Microsoft update messes up everything? I said I hate those bastards. Steering wheel input. Cockpit setup. Seat position. And we'll save that, because I gotta see a little bit of steering wheel. All right, let's go. Yeah, no shit. Ooh. I'll let him go. Ah. Yeah. I need my VR. All right. $104.8. Holy shit. Some air circulating around here. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Voltron Force. Oh, that's what it is. It's my button box that's freezing my camera. It's interfering with the camera. So you guys have to deal with this frozen image, and then yeah, you guys have to deal with this frozen image, and then I'll have to come back and deal with it afterwards. Oh no, lost. I lost my force feedback too. Really do? Come on. Nice one, dude. Nice one. Tires are still cold too. All right, so I figured out what it was that froze my camera.
At Drew2643 said, "Good morning, sir."
Good morning, Drew. So yeah, my camera froze, and oh boy, let me see here. File. Cancel. Okay, looks like we're back in business. All right, folks. Jesus, holy moly. So yeah, looks like we're moving around again. All right. So yeah, that's ugh.
At Crank11 said, "Did you hear about the LMUFFB for Mans Ultimate? It's a game changer for the force feedback."
That's what I'm hearing, but I never really had that much of a problem with the force feedback to begin with. Cause like even this game, for instance, the force feedback, you know, my wheelbase by itself does not provide a lot of detail, except when you go off the track. But on the track, it's not a lot of detail. So the addition of my base shakers gives me all the information that I need, because I'm not really, I mean, if there's bumps in the tracks and stuff like that, but you can't see it, but the force feedback helps you fill out those bumps. Like one track where I think force feedback is very helpful is Sebring, because when you take that last tight corner before the straights on the start finish line, there is one part of the track that I think has kind of a big hump in it. And that hump is really bad on Automobilista 2. All the other versions of Sebring is not that bad. But other than that, you know, I'm not really that much. All I really care about with force feedback is that I feel resistance. My base shakers give me the additional information that I need in terms of wheel lockup, wheel spin, RPMs and stuff like that. So that's where I get the extra information from. Well, some people might be registering for the GTE. Let's try it again. And let's go with the BMW again. So that M4 was okay to drive. It takes some getting used to. I think with all these GT3s on this game, I think all of them are fun to drive. I think all of them are slightly different in their own way, but one thing's for certain, I do believe I can drive any of the GT3s on this game, and I do believe that I can be aggressive with any of them. Whereas Le Mans Ultimate, on the other hand, there's a couple of cars I can be aggressive with. There's a couple of cars where I'm in survival mode. Ooh, excuse me. I hope we get 5 people or more for this race, because again, with the GTE class, I think the BMW M.2, a case can be made that it may be the best sounding car in the GTE class. Now, the Corvette C7 sounds pretty good. I think the Viper sounds pretty good. How far are we into this stream? 33 minutes. All right. All right, come on, give me 2 more people. Give me 2 more. I'm hoping for at least 5 of us. 3 people ain't much of a race. And then the other thing that I've been seeing with these rank races, that it seems like at least a couple of people always get disqualified for whatever reason at race start. So I don't know what that's all about. I see that they get disqualified during quali, and then when the race start, it still shows them as being disqualified. So I don't know what they would have done to get disqualified during the race. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 2 people, 2 more people. This is 6 laps as well. Oh, hell with it. We came this far. We'll follow through with it. Unless everybody drops out when the race starts. When the race starts, if I'm the only one here, then yeah, I'll back out. But if the other 2 stay in, then yeah, we'll just go ahead and follow through with it. After this race, I got to grab a drink. Ooh, excuse me. Standings. Shit, there's only 2 of us. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be much fun, so I'll back out. Hated to do that too. I wanted to do that race too. Well, back to GT3 then. There's 11 people registered for that race, so back to GT3, back to the BMW. I've said it so many times that these days a racing game without GT3s would be like McDonald's with no burgers. You got to have the GT3s. That's all to it. It's the most popular class, like it or not. And I think with this game, if they did not include GT3s, it would have seriously hurt. I mean, not that they weren't hurt by the bad launch, but it would have hurt even more. Damn, so in the GT3, I've had 36 poles. No, I have 36 starts, no poles, and only 1 win. And I got that win a couple of days ago. Fifteen. All right, 15's good. So as far as points goes, unless I win this race, I probably won't get any more points that would help me. But there still is something to aim for, because let's see here. The leaderboard, I am currently in 40th in the standings. But yeah, there's still something to go for. Trying to get the highest possible finish so I can try to get out of Division 4 and move up to Division 3. Which, again, once we get VR, I know I can make that happen. I think I can get to Division 3 easy. And when this game first came out, and you had to try to get your license on this game, I wasn't used to racing flat screen again because I had raced in VR so damn much. And then some of the cars were undrivable on this game when it first came out. So when I first got my license on this game, I started out in Division 5 across the board. So I think it's probably going to end up being a long journey trying to get to Division 3. But hey, like I said, we got something to shoot for. So I am not going to do anything that I think might freeze my camera. If the camera freezes again, then I take back what I said about the button box causing the problems. All right, let's go into vehicle setup again. Here we go. The tires are still cold. Go ahead, dude. Oh. Guy pulled out in front of me just to wreck my lap. What is wrong with this generation of sim racers? I have never seen an era of sim racers where everybody's wearing tampons. I mean, these guys go off the track, they get pissed, and they got to ruin somebody else's race. It's unreal. He waited for me to get up that hill too, and as soon as I got close enough, he pulled right in front of me. How much of a bitch do you have to be to do something like that? How trash do you have to be that you have to ruin somebody else's race because you made a mistake? So, like, unbelievable. I mean,
at Drew Griffin 2643 said, agree 100 points.
Thanks, Drew. It's mind blowing. And the thing about it is, I've seen this happen. I see this happen here. Actually, let me see. I've seen it happen here. I've seen it happen on Mans Ultimate. I've seen it happen on, you see here in Automobile Lister 2. Now, GT7 is a different kind of dirty. They pinball off of you. They go in with they dive bomb and then pinball off of you.
Said, what on earth was that 911 thinking reversing back on track?
No, he waited until I got there and then he put the car right in front of me when I didn't have time to react. And I plowed right into him, and you see my hood crumple up. My quali's over. I mean, this is a crab in the bucket mentality. You know, pulling everybody else down. You know, you can't get out, so you're grabbing all the other ones and snatching them in with you. So, I expected a lot of, when this game first launched, because it was crossplay, I did expect bad driving standards because it's crossplay with console and a lot of people are going to be using controllers. They're not going to have that. If a car jumps out in front of them, they're not going to have the reaction time of a person that's using the wheel in most cases. So I expect them to cause a lot of wrecks. I just would feel like wouldn't be doing it on purpose. Because they're probably casuals who are using controllers. But this, just some totally different shit. In terms of my points for the championship, this race is totally meaningless. Unless I win it, this race means nothing. Because second place isn't going to give me enough points. Only a win would give me any more points. I'm caught in no man's land because I got to go to the bathroom. And I don't want to get up and miss the race. But, you know, since my quali got destroyed, I'm probably, where am I at in the standings? I'm probably going to be starting dead last. Nope, I'm going to be starting 15th.
Yeah, mate. We didn't set a time, so we'll be starting from the back, I'm afraid.
So naturally, I got no chance of winning this race, especially with that pace. The pole sitter did a 104.2, and at least today, driving a car that I'm not that familiar with, I'll be lucky to get into the 106s. But to start this,
Griffin 2643 said, I agree with you. If your race is over, the best thing you can do is make sure that you don't interfere with someone else's race.
yeah. So this race here, I'm not going to try to win it. I'm just going to sit back and let the carnage happen and then just try to drive around it, because these guys have obviously shown me, you know, if there's going to be a turn one wreck, and you look, if you take a look, you can see that the tires are cold too. So everybody's going to be starting this race on cold tires. So there is going to be a huge wreck at turn one, no doubt, because these guys don't have the awareness to leave themselves enough space to brake.
Okay, mate, you can do this. Let's stay out of trouble in the first few corners.
And here we go. Here we go. Get ready for the carnage. And I'm dead last. There's one car off the track, and he was unprovoked. Little bit of rubber banding. Another car just went off the track. Another car just went off the track. Let's go. Really, dude? That dude, oh my God. Look at that hood. Just unreal. This is only a 6-lap race, so by the time I get back to the pits and get the car fixed, I might be down 2 laps easily.
Blue flag. Pull off the racing line and let them through.
I'm off the.
Don't lose too much time.
I'm off the racing line, dude. I just. Let me see here. GT Pro. What do we got for cars here? I don't think they have a BMW in this class. Looks like today just is not my day. Let's see here. Yep, I'm terribly sorry, folks. This I have never, ever had this many problems with my flagship computer. I've only used this computer once this week, and I am assuming that some of these updates has just messed up a lot of shit. All right, let's get it fired up again. It's one of the worst streams I had in a while. At some point, I think I'm probably going to have to defrag this computer and go through and find out what useless apps are running in the background fucking shit up. Because Microsoft already had a bunch of useless bullshit running in the background even before they even started trying to shove this AI down our throats. So the computer crashing on me pretty much added insult to injury after getting punted off the track like that. Just so damn. 964 Classic. Nope, not interested in that. Not interested in the Sprint series. Another GT3 race. 12 minutes away. A 12-minute wait so I can get punted off the track again. Let's see what's in the custom lobbies. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention, right here with the user lobbies right here, it looks like there's a ton of lobbies right here. So there's 2 open lobbies right here. Then there's 3 that are locked. And then all these other lobbies are in progress. One of the updates that they plan on doing is allowing you to join the lobbies that are already in progress, because you can't join them while they're in progress. So the devs are already aware of them being accused of like a clickbait move by making it look like there's a shit ton of lobbies on here and you can't join half of them because they're already in progress.
At Drew Griffin 2643 said, the Group 5 race is enjoyable if you get the right drivers in the lobby.
Those Group 5 cars, I mean, I'm glad that those cars are there, but they don't really do that much for me, to tell you the truth. So I'm going to take this moment to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. The other, as we can see, the other races isn't getting much action. There's not a ton of custom lobbies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this GT3 race one more time. If I get punted off the track again by an idiot or a dirty driver, I think what I'm going to do is switch over to one of the other racing games, Automobilist 2 or Le Mans Ultimate. They do have a daily race that I'd like to do over on Le Mans Ultimate. There's a night race at Circuit de la Sarthe, and what I could do is do that night race over there and just stay with the BMW theme and jump into a BMW over there. Don't get me wrong, there's dumb shit that happens over on Le Mans Ultimate too, but like as far as people pulling in front of you on the track trying to cause you to wreck, I've been seeing it happen more on Project Motor Racing the past week than I have on Le Mans Ultimate. But in all fairness, I've been doing a lot more races on Le Mans Ultimate, on Project Motor Racing. So yeah, this whole shit just totally killed my move, folks. I'm sorry. The idiot driving, the problems I've been having with OBS with my camera freezing up, that major crash I just had, like my whole computer just crashed and restarted. All right, here we go. Gonna give it a third go. On Le Mans Ultimate, I was trying to work my way back to silver. So yeah, if the idiots show up here again, then we can jump over to Le Mans Ultimate and we can do that night race at Circuit de la Sarthe. See, throughout all that bullshit, I guess, I know I'm a glutton for punishment because I prefer rank races. I mean, it's got its trade-off because I want to try to, for years, I've always tried to work my way up because I want to compete against the best in the world. The trade-off is when you're near the bottom, you're also going to go against the world's greatest idiots too.
At Harry Desi said, I have been doing AC EVO last few days, taking a break from PMR.
I totally understand that, but to me, if I jump over to AC EVO, it's going to be the same shit. And that's even worse because I do not like the way the cars handle on AC EVO. I go into a corner and the car will tail around and then oversteer off the track. And what I've been finding out with AC EVO, trying to drive those cars over there, is that I have to brake in a straight line way before I get to the corner in order to be able to manage the car through the corners. If I brake where I normally like to brake and then start to turn, the front end will start turning and then the back end will tail around late and it won't straighten out. It'll just keep all the way going, tailing around. And then the car will spin off the track. Now, what I just described right there, you also factor in the car having cold tires and idiots not having enough brains to stop at turn one. And
Drew Griffin 2643 said, unfortunately, the more players we get, the more idiots we get.
That's true. Now, that was actually one of the things that I was hoping for. So before Project Motor Racing came along, I was like really complaining about the idiot driving that was going on over there. So much to the point where I was considering walking away from Le Mans Ultimate because I was so fed up with the shit. And then I thought there's a silver lining in all of this. With Project Motor Racing on the way, my thinking was that some people would leave Le Mans Ultimate and would go over there.
At Harry Desi said, AC Evo, you really gotta be good at modulating throttle.
Yeah, absolutely. Because once you get past that apex, if you smash that throttle, you lose the car. It's that simple. But I was thinking that with the addition of Project Motor Racing, there's going to be a lot of racing games out there on PC. You know, iRacing, SATA, Corsa, you know, ACC, AC Evo, Le Mans Ultimate, Automobilista 2, Ren Sport, PMR, you know, even the F1 games. So, like, I just ran off of 8 games that I can think of off the top of my head, you know, and my thinking was that if people spread out to all of those games, it's going to reduce the number of idiots on Le Mans Ultimate. That also means that the idiots will spread out to those other games too. So in the case of Le Mans Ultimate this past week, I've actually done about 4 or 5 races.
Desi said, LOL, at this point we just have too many sims.
I think that's a good problem to have. I play too much Project Motor Racing and I get burnt out. Move on to I take a break and go to another sim, and then come back to Project Motor Racing when I'm refreshed. At this point, I have not suffered burnout from Project Motor Racing. I have, however, grown increasingly frustrated that as I notice that Project Motor Racing starts to slowly grow, it is starting to also get invaded by idiots. This game just started out like Le Mans Ultimate did. Surprisingly, even though the game was crossplay, there wasn't that much idiot shit going on. There wasn't that much dirty driving, what have you. And then over time, it just like as more and more people came over to the game, the idiots came with them. Same thing happened with Le Mans Ultimate. It was a gentleman's game. Everybody respected each other. Nobody took stupid chances.
At Harry Desi said, I agree, I always come back to PMR. So
yeah, I mean, right now on PC, the sim racers are eating good. Even though Project Motor Racing had a bad launch, I still think the console racers should still be thankful for this game, because over on PS5, all you had was GT7, ACC, and F1. So now you got Ren Sport and Project Motor Racing. Same thing over on the Xbox side. They had Forza, they had ACC, and they had F1, F125. Now they've got Project Motor Racing and Ren Sport over there on the Xbox as well. So they actually got a few games to choose from, and then, LMU is coming to console. And the Endurance Motor Series, that's supposed to be on console as well. So as far as PC goes, we're eating real good with the racing games. But by this time next year, console racers will have a good amount of games to choose from. let's do a couple of laps. Chances are we'll run into an idiot during quali. Because I think we got 27 cars in this race, so I don't expect this to end well. Again, that's another reason why I need the VR, because I'm a lot faster in VR. So if I was in VR, because I would be faster, I would be fast enough to get away from some of these idiots.
Said, I'm looking forward to next patch which takes the load of CPU and pushes it to GPU side.
That's
help with frames drops.
That is the big patch I'm waiting for. Because that could be the patch that clears the way for VR. Let me do a lap, and we're going to finish this conversation. Let me do a quick lap. Oh, shoot. Got to turn on my bass shakers. And wouldn't you know it, I lost my bass shaker, so now I gotta do another one. My God, it's unreal. All right, let's go.
Session in 5 minutes.
Go, go. I don't want no smoke. Go ahead, go.
You know the drill, mate. Take it easy for the first few laps. Your tyres and brakes are cold.
Oh, I forgot to set my wheelbase. I forgot, since I'm recovering from a crash, I got to go back to the pits and set my wheelbase again. And then cockpit setup, seat position. So we're still good on the seat position. You know what? Nothing worth, I'm not going to qualify worth a shit this race. So let's get back to that conversation about the next update. So shout out to EJ for the interview that he had with one of the straightforward developers. And they said that with the next patch, we should see that optimization that you just spoke of, Harry Desi, about moving some of the workload from the CPU to the graphics card. They said they have someone testing it right now, and they were testing it. And when they were testing it, they were running at 1080p, I think with 15 cars rendered, and they were running at 30 frames per second. But after the latest update that they plan to send out, this person was able to get 60 frames per second. So they were saying that with this new update, expect anywhere between 30 to 50% increase in performance. That's going to be huge because that sets the tone for them to give us the VR, in my opinion, within the next 2 updates. Because they had already said that, VR is still on the table for them, but they have to optimize it and cheapen the CPU usage, as Kevin Boland said. So this should be the update. Whenever we get this update, and I really pray to God we get that update this week. That should be the update, as I said, that should start, should clear the path for VR. And when they mentioned VR, I guess they are testing the VR, and they said it's going really well. Now, Kevin Boland, during his interview with Traxian and Overtake GG, said that we could probably, they hope to have something within the next few months, and that was about a month ago. Now, the dev that EJ interviewed, he was saying that the testing is going really well, but he can't put a time frame on when it's going to be done, except to say that that it should happen sometime this year. But he couldn't put an exact date on it, whether it'll happen within the next few months or not. So, but so with this game has a 180 frame cap, and sometimes it maxes out. Whenever I'm not streaming with my current settings, it maxes out. But whenever I'm streaming, the frame rate ranges anywhere between 150 and the 180 max. My other PC, the 3070 Ti, that's the one that I'm really concerned about. With my current settings on that same PC as well, on Sebring, I'm ranging on quality settings with 15 cars rendered. I'm ranging anywhere between 90 and 115 frames per second.
At Harry Desi said, do you play 4K?
No, the reason why I don't play 4K is because I race in VR. So my PC's native settings is at 1080p. And then when I go into VR, I upscale it to 4K. Now, if I put the PC natively in 4K, then I'd have to go and reformat OBS and all that shit and resize the windows and all that other crap. And then when I go back in the VR, I would have to turn the PC back down to 1080 and resize the windows again and reformat it and all that shit and reposition everything. So I just leave it at 1080p. So that way, whenever I jump into VR, nothing's changed. I just upscale the resolution to 4K in VR. But yeah, this PC will do the 4K easy. I didn't want to get caught by an idiot, so I just waited for him to do his thing.
Harry Desi said, 4K is where it's at. I can't do 1440, looks like turd to my eyes, lol.
Well, honestly speaking, if the VR would have been ready on Project Motor Racing when it first launched like it was supposed to, you guys probably would not see me race flat screen. So I guess that's my way of saying that if the VR was ready, you guys wouldn't even have to look at me, you know, stream in 1080p. But if it came down to it, I'll take 1080p at 60 frames per second versus 4K at 30. Damn, but I had the fastest first sector throughout that shit. How about that?
At Harry Desi said, 30 FPS hell nah lol.
I'm not going to try to overtake him because I don't trust him. If I try to take him, he's probably going to try to take me out there when I try to overtake him. So, yeah, 30 frames, hell no, exactly. I'm not going to try to overtake him. I'm just going to stay on his ass and see if I get him to make a mistake.
At Necrodogs said, woof woof.
Necrodogs, what's up?
At Necrodogs said, hope everyone's doing well.
Doing pretty good, thank you.
At Necrodogs said, great track.
Or the worst, if you're in there with a bunch of idiots.
Necrodogs said, I did Tatuus F4 in Assetto Corsa LFM here earlier. This track is so amazing.
This is one of those tracks where I could take it or leave it. It's okay. The only reason why that was a good race is because I stayed in the back.
That's the point finish. Good job out there today. Not fast enough for the podium, but we'll get there next time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? I got to turn this mic down. All right, test. There we go. There we go. Much, much better. So if I've been too loud this whole time, apologies, folks. The mic was turned all the way up, and every time I seen the meter go up, I seen it go into the red and stay in the red. And so here we go. 10 minutes before the GT. 1 minute before another GT3 race. I think
At
that's
Necrodogs said, GG. He was netcoding like crazy.
He had a couple of moments where he rubbered band, but I don't think it was like super bad. You know what, folks? I am heavily leaning towards going ahead and fire up Le Mans Ultimate. There's a race at Circuit de la Sarthe that I would like to do. It is a night race. So I am leaning towards firing up my headset and firing up that game. So honestly speaking, here on Project Motor Racing, the only race we're going to get where there's going to be crowd participation would be the GT3 race. And I've already done that race enough times. And then look at that. There's one lobby that's locked and all the other ones are in progress. So I wouldn't be able to join any. So let's do that. Let's hop over to
Drew Griffin 2643 said, you should do what makes you happy.
Sim racing altogether makes me happy, but as a content creator, I do need to find that balance between doing what I like and entertaining the audience. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do one race at Le Mans Ultimate. So sit tight, folks, while I change sims. I also got to switch things over as far as like the mic and the output and all that good stuff. So give me a second. All right, so let me switch the audio over to the Oculus because I'm getting ready to go into VR for this race. Switch to Le Mans Ultimate for the base shakers. And all right, folks, sit tight. I gotta boot up here. Okay, so let's switch over to, we already switched over to the Oculus device. So now we got to come over to over here, switch over settings, audio, Oculus device. Okay, let's jump into Le Mans Ultimate and do a VR race. Oh, we also got to turn on crew chief.
Radio check.
There we go. Oh, wow. Got to adjust some other things here. Close that. And close that. And then we go over here. Settings. Okay. There we go. We should be good to go now. All right, we'll do this. We'll do this race, and we'll use the BMW. There's going to be mayhem. Yeah, we'll use that BMW. Wait a minute, where the hell is my force feedback? There it is.
If the exit looks clear. The brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat into them.
Where the rolls? Oh, I forgot this Curva Grande. I'm looking for the road sign for the. I'm looking for the brake markers for the chicane. For this game, I normally use the Corvette, but again, today is BMW day, so.
Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is green.
The cars feel like they move faster in Project Motor Racing.
Sector 3 is yellow. We can see Dries has binned it. Sector 3 is now clear. Okay, Clay, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow, P13. Green flag, Sector 2. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Sector 1's quick. We think that Rodriguez has crashed. They'll delete this lap, track limits. Sector 3 is clear. Yellow flag, caution. It looks like Mello has stacked it. Heads up, there's a car exit in the pits.
I got the third fastest lap,
Temperatures are okay.
but I hit a 141.1 a few days ago. That was in the Corvette though.
Sector 3 is clear, green flag. Sector 1 time's okay. Yellow flag. We think Alves has gone off. Yellow flag, Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 2.
Lost time.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Green flag in Sector 3. Your tyres are cold, watch out. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Green flag in Sector 1. Yellow flag. GT3. We think Harris has spun off. The guy behind has just done a 142.73. Yellow flag. Yellow flag in sector 2. Sector 1 is green. We think that pink has gone off. Green flag in sector 2. Green flag in sector 3. Blue flag. Watch the track limits, please, Clay. Sector 3 is now yellow. Incident in sector 1, yellow flag. It looks like Olsen and Lizard have stacked it. Green flag, sector 3.
Let me get out of here because
Fastest lap for Lighton, 141.63.
sometimes with Le Mans Ultimate,
sector 3.
if you don't leave the session before the clock runs out, it'll freeze up on you. $391 people registered for this race. 18 splits. Split size 22. So it looks like I'm in a lobby full of trusted racers. Sometimes that doesn't mean anything because some people know how to play the system. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Turn the car audio up a little bit. Master volume at 52. Oh my Christ.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. Disengage limiter. Please, Clay. Yellow flag in sector 1. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
I swear to God, it's one thing after another.
That's the end of the session. P1.
All right, let's go. This is for real.
At Dale Rodman Jr.
It's clear. You've got
Said,
4 minutes to get a decent
how's
lap
the
in.
racing tonight?
This is actually going to be my first race on Le Mans Ultimate. This is actually going to be my first race on Le Mans Ultimate tonight. I was streaming Project Motor Racing earlier, and I had so many problems tonight. I had a game crash. I had problems with OBS. My camera was freezing up. And then the couple of races that I did get into, there was some dirty drivers. So, and then the other thing is there wasn't that many people racing. So the GT3 race was really the only race I could take part in. And that's where all the dirty shit was happening. So the reason why I'm using the BMW tonight is because I went to the outlet mall where I live and I picked up some shirts, and I'm wearing a BMW shirt right now, so everything I drive tonight will be BMW.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "Aw, that's rough." At Necrodogs said, "Hey Dale, you raced with Jonathan earlier, right? How did you do?" At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "Sure did. We had a rough go, but clawed up to P9.
Oh, not bad. Not a bad finish.
14th.
At Necrodogs said, "GG." At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "Thanks."
The driving standards have gotten so bad across all sims that it really doesn't matter what sim I...
2 minutes.
It kind of doesn't matter which sim I hop into. There's going to be dirty driving and idiots and across the board, so...
That's a new fastest lap for Lighton, 141.31.
At Necrodogs said, "Me, I just can't get along with Lemieux. The driving feel is just off."
I still love Le Mans Ultimate, don't get me wrong. The biggest thing that's bothering me about Le Mans Ultimate right now is that some of these races, you throw away like 4 or 5 laps waiting for the tires to warm up, and during that time, all kinds of crazy shit happens.
E10, your brake temps are good.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "I didn't gel with LMU at first, either. But I got used to it because it was the only decent sim with the vet."
I loved LMU right from the get-go. I was one of the people, I dare say that I was one of the pioneers of this game. I believed in this game right from the start.
Cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them.
And I was streaming this game
0.38.
damn near every day. And if you, I'm willing to bet some money on it that no one has more LMU streams in VR than me. Oh shit, I qualified 13th. with a 141.7. Earlier this week when I was in the Corvette, I did a 141.1. So
Necrodogs said, of the new ones, I think EVO is my least uncomfortable drive. Still uncertain about PMR because of the problems made it undrivable.
I get it, but compared to where it was at day one, Project Motor Racing is...
said, EVO is starting to feel nice.
Compared to where Project Motor Racing was when it first launched, it is much, much better than where it was when it first started.
At Necrodogs said, saw that PMR has an update, installed it but haven't been able to check it out yet.
Sheesh, that update was shit.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
12 and I got 16. Return to garage. This is split 2. So yeah, this BMW doesn't have a lot of straight line speed because I'm about a half second slower than I was in the Corvette.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, good luck, enjoy it.
I'm gonna need it because this session I'm ranked 5, but I qualified 14th. So basically,
At Necrodogs said, good luck.
Yeah,
stay safe.
I'll do my best. I'm gonna need the idiots to do what they do best so I can get a few freebies.
Formation lap has started.
Damn, now that I stop and think about it, I think this might be my first ranked race in the BMW on Le Mans Ultimate. And I think tonight might have been my first night that I did a GT3 ranked race with the BMW on Project Motor Racing. So yeah, tonight is definitely BMW night.
Go, go, go.
That's a little too close. Oh, here we go right there. He got bumped.
Clear right.
This shit gonna get wacky. Look at that. Look at that.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
Look at that.
We think Asimov, Patrick, and Quirotz have spun off on your clear right. Quirotz has just retired from the race. Clear right. Yellow flag. Clear left.
You get a little too close to me, dude.
Sector 1 is clear. Into sector 3, yellow flag. Sector 3 is clear. It looks like Wilson spinned it.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, Mozet is for the wicked. At Dale Rodman Jr. said, Monza.
Yeah, a crazy ass start, just like I expected.
Carla, clear left. On your clear left. Okay, Clyde, the next car is LS. We'll be warned about track limits. Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits. The leader has just done a 142.108. V12. Counts is now leading. Cold tires all round. Okay, Clay, 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Clear right. Don't give up, keep him under pressure. 13th place. See, race has gone off. Sector 2 is clear. Race has just retired. Track limits, keep it between the lines. The car in front is caving. Alright Clay, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "This is spicy."
It is.
The guy in front is LS. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Right side's clear. Splendoria is now retired. Clear right. Rostam has retired. Clarito has just been disqualified. Yellow flag, Sector 2. We think that Whitkey has stacked it. Okay, Clay. Gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. Sector 2's green. Green flag, Sector 1.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "This is still spicy."
Right, the guy ahead of us is Heather.
Yeah, and there's still people going off the track too.
Time to get defensive, mate. P11.
This car is closing in on me. This BMW, I'm not going to be able to hold him off.
Yellow flag.
He's got the inside. I got to give it to him.
Yellow, clear right. We think Lighten has crashed. Keep pushing, we might get him back.
Oof!
Victory has retired from the race.
I nearly hit them.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "No use fighting, slot in and catch the group ahead with him."
Right.
Sector 2 is now green.
We got 10 more minutes left, and the way this race has been going, a couple of more cars are going to go off the track, so I'll still get a couple of more freebies.
All right, Clay, the next car is Shed. Sector 1 is now green. That's half distance. Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes. New fastest lap for counts 1:14.90. Tenth position.
This is not going to end well. I don't want no parts of this shit.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "Smart."
Ah, damn.
Dale Rodman Jr. said, "Live to fight another day."
Right.
You've had a bit of bodywork damage there. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. It looks like Wilson has binned it. Green flag in Sector 3.
I got a little bit of aero damage, so unfortunately, that AMG is probably going to catch me.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "Well done."
Thank you. This AMG is probably going to catch me on the straights because I got a little bit of aero damage. Yeah, at this point, he's going to get past me before we even get to the chicane. Hey, I let off to give it to him.
Sector 1, yellow flag. The gap to Shen ahead is increasing. It's now 2.6. Sector 1 is green. Incidents in Sector 2, yellow flag. That lap was a 1:42.19. We think that Patrick has binned it, should best lap in this session. Green flag, Sector 2. We think that Ebert has gone off. The car in front of us is Ebert. Five minutes to go, 5 minutes left. That's a new fastest lap for Counts, 1:14.80. Just done a 1:42.11.
What the fuck are you doing?
The next car is Shen. Track limits. To P10 behind is now 0.8. B9. Yellow flag, watch out, just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Damn, another car went off the track. Damn.
Abdallah has spun off. Green flag in sector 2.
Damn, I lost a lot of time there.
One more lap to go, P8.
I'm going to check the leaderboard and see what my best lap was after this race. Because now that I stop and think about it, I actually think I did a 140 this week.
Okay, Clay, we just cut the track. Counts as the winner. P8, and there's the finish. Good result, mate. Well done. Okay, pit stop requested.
Hopefully, I'll still get some rank out of this. So that BMW, it handled all right, but it doesn't have much top-end speed. Because when I was using the Corvette, I was walking them down on the straights.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "Good drive."
You mean good survival? Because my lap time wasn't anything to write home about. Even though the fastest lap was 140.8, and I did a 141.4, so I was about a half a second off the fastest lap. But I like
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, "Corvette got nerfed at Monza, LOL."
But I was still like, I'm about to check the leaderboard right now. I'll come back and check my rank here in a second. So this race starts again in 6 minutes.
At Necrodogs said, "GG. Surviving this hellhole is a feat."
Yeah. No, my best lap was a... What did we get? Nope, it's not giving it to me. So let's go back to online because I want to.
At Dale Rodman Jr. said, Corvette needs another nerf at Monza LMAO.
I'm getting ready to check the leaderboard right now. So looking at, damn it won't let me see the leaderboard. Maybe I got to register for the race. Because now I want to do this race with the Corvette. Yeah, it wouldn't let me look at the leaderboard. So with the Corvette, I did a 141.3 during the race. But I think this race, I think I qualied with a 141.1. But if you get in the slipstream, the Corvette still has good closing speed. So I know I said I was going to do BMW all night, but I want to do this race one more time and see if I would do any better with the Corvette. So with that, I'm going to go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
At Necrodogs said, 5 a.m. here. Bedtime is upon me. Have a good one, guys. Cigarette waving hand.
Same to you, good sir. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back just in time for the race to start. And once again, folks, apologies for all the technical difficulties with the PC crash, with all the problems I was having with OBS. And like I said, you know, like between OBS and Microsoft, you never know how the shit's gonna act when you boot it up. Oh, you know what? I forgot to check to see whether I gained or lost any rank that last race. So, part of me says I'm still in split 2. And I pray to God I'm not ranked number 1 in this shit. Because I never want that burden on me. Okay, I'm ranked 8th this race. All right, let's go Corvette. Got another Corvette behind me.
Pit exit looks clear. Your brakes are cold, be careful. Checkered flags out, P4.
Yeah.
That's the end of the session, P4.
All right. Let's go.
Track's clear. Push. Okay, Clay. We've got 4 minutes to get the job done. Let's get some heat into these brakes.
Yeah, that back end still gets a little bit slippery every now and then on the Corvette.
13.
That was not a good lap.
Track limits.
Ah! Well, I guess I gotta admit that BMW was easier to drive than this Corvette.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. New fastest lap for counts, 141.04. Place. You're a 10th off in sector 1. Your brake temperatures are looking good. You need to watch the track limits.
I'm just trying to set a lap. That's all.
That's the end of the session. P17.
Damn, 14th. I'm 1.1 second off the leader. He did a 140.7. Yeah. Honestly speaking, the BMW is easier to drive. But I've been used to this Corvette because that's pretty much what I drive across the board. 12.5, 13. Yeah, we're good on the fuel. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up after this.
formation lap has started.
Once again, I expect some freebies.
Go, go, go. Incident in sector 1, yellow flag. Car right. Hold your right side's clear. Joyce is leading the car up, clear right. Clear right. Sector 2 is now yellow. We think Arriera, Jill and Baker have spun out.
I don't know how I survived that.
Green flag, sector 2.
At Jamal Adams R5M said, "Yo, what's good, brother?"
Jamal Adams, it's been a coon's age. How you been?
Yellow flag. It looks like Jill has gone off B12. Car clear right. Bush is now in the lead. Sector 3 is clear, green flag, left side, clear left.
Come on, man, do it or don't.
At Jamal Adams
Sector 2 is
R5M
yellow.
said, "I've been good, man, just off work not too long ago."
Morito has been dit.
Good to hear, my brother.
Sector 2 is clear. Just done at 141.00. 10th position.
Oh, he backed off. Thank you.
Brilliant. Nice one. Come on, Clay. We're going front is a person. Cold tyres all round. Yellow flag in sector 2. We think that Lana has crashed. Sector 2 is green. Baker has retired from the race. Left, that's 15 minutes. Fastest lap for Bush, 1:14.80. 8th place.
I was about to lose it. Woo!
Let's see how wide you can make this thing. Yellow flag in sector 3. Green flag sector 3. Okay, Clyde, the next car is Jill.
Yeah, I got greedy and paid for it. Unless a bunch of cars start wrecking, I got no chance.
B17. The guy in front is Neil. The gap to B16 ahead is increasing. It's now 3.2 seconds. Fastest lap for Bush, 1:14.66. The gap to Neil in front is now 3.5 seconds. Okay, Clay, we're halfway through. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Keep digging. We've just cut the track. That's a new fastest lap for Bush, 1:14.46. The gap to P15 ahead is increasing. It's now 4.1 seconds.
I just thought about something next time I go through those corners.
P16. Stay between the lines, please, Clay. The gap to Racing behind is now 4.9. The next car is a lap behind. The gap to Neil ahead is now 4.8 seconds. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 3. It looks like Glenn has stepped in. Keep it within the track limits.
I was about to lose it again.
The gap to Racing behind is now 5.0. right, Clay. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. We've been warned about track limits.
I couldn't be aggressive. I was scared because I was scared I was going to lose the car.
B15.
A couple of cars went into the pits. I wonder what that's all about.
Yellow flag sector 2. It looks like a person has been hit. Green flag sector 2. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. We think that race has gone off. Sector 3 is now clear. The gap to racing behind is now 1.1 seconds. E14, that was 141.72. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Incident in sector 2, yellow flag.
Really do?
Burrito has spun off. Green flag in sector 2. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Clay. B13. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag in sector 2.
He gave it up.
Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. Bush has won the race.
Oh, no wonder he gave it up. He was a back marker. Thank you. Oh, he got a drive through. That should move me up one more notch.
V12. That's it. We're done. Bad luck, Clay. Okay, it's top requested.
Yeah, that spin out was a backbreaker. I probably lost rank from this race. Yeah. All right, that's it. Let's back on out of here. All right, let's look at these results first. Try to get these results and then we'll hang it up. The BMW race, that was a tense race, but it was a good race. This race here, for the most part, I got nobody to blame but myself. I spun out. Yeah, this must be a sign because now I can't even get the damn results on Le Mans Ultimate. So yeah, that must be a sign that tonight just isn't the night. So this wasn't one of my better streams altogether. So yep, can't get the stats. Can't get the results. So I think that's the cue to go ahead and hang it up. I don't know. You know what? While I'm here, let me check on the 6 hours of Imola. Let's see what the start time is. Starts at 1 p.m. local time. So I don't know what that is. CST time. What is that? EST time. Six hours. So it starts 1 p.m. Here we go. EST. Let's see what time it starts. EST. It The estimated start time is not provided in the results, but you can check back. Agree and close or at the WEC website. 6 hours of Imola. There's a countdown. It starts in 7 hours and 22 minutes. So the 22 minutes would make it midnight. So this race is going to take place at 7 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. So that being said, I probably won't get up in the morning and stream because I want to get up in the morning for this race. So at best, maybe come back and try Project Motor Racing tomorrow evening after I drop my son off. So, all right, let's try to look at these results one more time before I get out of here. Yeah, because it sounds like that shit's broken. Yep. It usually doesn't take this long. Yep, it's broken. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. This started out as a BMW day, and I guess I finished up with the Corvette as usual on as far as Le Mans Ultimate goes. Yeah, over the next week, I'm sure I'll be back a couple of more times on Project Motor Racing. But next Saturday, I am planning to take part in the 2 hours of Imola. It is a GT3 hypercar race based pretty much coinciding with the with tomorrow morning's race. So and I think I'm going to use the Ferrari for that race and represent the Ferrari brand by wearing my Ferrari shirt. So yeah, we will see you on the next one whenever that may be. Until then, you all know the line. Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. Have a good one, everybody. See you soon. If I can get out of here, I'm stuck. All right, now we out of here. See you, folks.